we need a flat tax. We need everybody. America's in a crisis, just like they were in World War II. Everybody pitched in. We can't have half our country paying taxes. We can't have people saying that if you're poor, you don't pay taxes. Everybody pays a flat tax. We all pay the same. We all pull that wagon. We're all going to feel like Americans. We're serving America. I think it's important. We need a corporate tax rate that's much lower. People are not investing in America because the corporate tax rate is one of the highest in the nation. We have to bring it down from 35% down to about 17, 18%. I like a flat tax rate that is consistent with the General Accounting Office. If it's consistent at 10% flat rate for all people is going to be fair, and that's going to pay down our debt. Let's have a 10% flat tax rate, and we all pay. We all make this country work. We make the infrastructure work. We make the jobs come here. We make the courts work. We have the best judicial system in the world. It costs money, but we all pay together.
I think the federal income tax itself, I would like to see it completely eliminated. Would I support a broader tax across the board for everyone, totally different than what we have right now? The answer is yes, so that everybody's participating a little bit. A flat tax.
What about in terms of the loopholes and the different tax breaks and credits that exist?
Well, see, if you go with a flat tax, you would eliminate nearly probably all of those loopholes. Maybe you keep something for charitable contribution, but essentially you eliminate all of that. You reduce it, and everybody's still better off, and the collections are higher.
Sure, yes. The power to tax is the power to destroy. And I want to limit the federal government's ability to confiscate the earnings and the wealth of the individual. And so what I want to do is abolish the Internal Revenue Code. I would love to abolish the IRS, to eliminate the federal government's ability to come into my household and my business and confiscate my earnings, to take away the fruits of my own labor. And if we can eliminate the federal government's ability to tax work, savings, and investment, not only will we restore individual rights, personal liberties, and freedom, but we will also unleash the entrepreneurial spirit of the American people. They'll be able to invest and reinvest in their businesses and grow and expand their businesses and put the American people back to work because they're allowed to keep the fruits of their own labor.
What I believe is that the federal income tax needs simplified. It has to be simplified. And that would eliminate a lot of the loopholes that's in there for special interests that was put in there by politicians that wanted to get reelected. But the one point I brought up after that, take care of the income tax, the IRS tax code that's so onerous, but also the people need to be concerned too about all the other taxes, because there's almost 50% of the taxes that the government gets in revenues comes from individuals from other sources, gas tax, many taxes. But no, we need a simplified tax code,